Black Adam versus Hela, his guardian goddess of death versus the champion of conduct. Who would come out on top in a death match?
So what's going on, guys? This is Lewis, or the Gaming Rift here, and today I'm going to be back bringing you another reaction video. And once again, we are reacting to Danco's content. I do really like this guy's content, it is very interesting. However, I think that, he does make mistakes every now and then. We're all human, we're not perfect. And today's video is Hela versus Black Adam. As always, I've not seen this video, however, I'm going to be giving you my pre-watching thoughts, I suppose, right here, right now. So, I think Hela would win. Personally, I think that she's massively more powerful than Black Adam. Not to say that he's fodder or anything, he really isn't. He's definitely in the top 10 DCEU characters in terms of power, scaling, all that. But putting him against Hela is a bit of a mismatch in my opinion. So, what do I think he says in regards to the video? I think that a common thing he does with MCU DCEU characters is he says that MCU characters have superior AP and durability, but DCEU characters are faster. So I'm expecting him to say that in this video as well, which I personally don't agree with, but again, this is just me guessing what he's gonna say ahead of time. With that being said though, guys, I won't delay you any further. I hope you enjoyed the Monster Hunter gameplay in the background. I'll probably be streaming the game either today or at some point this week. I won't delay you any further. Let's jump straight into the video.
Okay, so those are our two fighters. Those are two gods, or like quasi-gods. So who's coming out on top here? Well, first things first, I actually think Hela is stronger. I know, maybe surprising. I mean, look, Black Adam picked up this giant, big old statue. Whoa, so cool. Good job, bud. And yeah, it is cool, but that's basically what he's scaling to, a giant, big old statue. Hela can scale off of Thor, and is undeniably stronger than Thor. And Thor is the Devilier strong, not just statue strong. He's like small planet, moon strong.
Okay, so we definitely have a lot to unpack here, and in case you guys haven't noticed, what I do with these videos, I skip ahead of like the character introductions and all that, where basically Danco's format is he'll introduce one character and bring up their feats and stuff, then the same for the other character, and then he skips to the ending bit where he compares the characters and how they match up to one another. So I've skipped ahead to the ending just so you don't spoil the entire video. But we do have a lot to unpack here. First off, he seems to be implying that Black Adam scales to large building level. I don't know anyone who thinks this, and it's going off of lifting strength again, which doesn't really matter in fights. Obviously, Black Adam can hit a hell of a lot harder than what he can bench. I mean, that's common fucking sense. That applies to pretty much every character in fiction. Obviously you'd have a character like Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch, or, Dr. Fate, where, they're shit in terms of lifting strength. They're probably not even superhuman, but obviously they're like planetary, star, universal, all that, especially in the comics. So I think taking a lifting strength feat for Black Adam is really misleading, because it's like, okay, you have a planetary level or moon level lifting feat for Thor, you have a large building level feat for Black Adam. It's like, okay, how is this a matchup then? Like Hela and, Thor would be like millions of times stronger than Black Adam. So at that point, it's a mismatch. You see what I mean? Like, yes, there are definitely very good feats for Black Adam in the film. He brings up some of them later on in the video, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I really hope he does. Because if he's lowballing to large building level, he's gonna piss off every single DCEU fan. So, I don't really agree with these feats. I think he could have brought up much better scaling for Black Adam. Saying that Hela, and by extension Thor, is like moon to planetary, isn't the worst scaling in the world. I mean, you could get her closer to star, but I'm okay with that. He definitely has improved in terms of the MCU side of things.
Well then, what about durability? Check 2 for Hela, she's tougher than Black Adam too. And again, this doesn't mean that Black Adam isn't tough. These two are kind of neck and neck. Hela just edges it out. Mostly because she just doesn't really get hurt in the movie. Like, Hela got hurt here and here. That's basically it. Black Adam was rocked by Hawkman, sent flying by him. He was definitely hurt by Dr. Fate, was screaming out with that one, but was even knocked out by an Eternium missile. And yeah, Black Adam can heal himself just like Hela. The Hela's is much more instantaneous, and she does it without even really thinking about it. It's close, but if you have to kill an entire continent if you want to kill Hela, and you just have to kill Black Adam if you want to kill Black Adam, then yeah, I'll say Hela is probably the tougher one to kill.
Okay, so now he's going into the durability side of things, and I gotta agree with the healing factor comment. Honestly, it's pretty much perfect. I couldn't have put it better myself. You know, both of them have, healing factors, and both of them are very impressive. But Hela's, she doesn't have to manually heal herself, and her healing factor's pretty much instantaneous, which is why I think it's the superior one out of the two. Honestly, good job, Danco. However, on the durability side of things, I do have a few issues with a few things he said about Hela. Specifically when she, the comments about how she was hurt. I mean, yeah, she did get hurt by Thor's biggest lightning strike in the history of lightning. The scene where he awakens his powers. However, she was a little more than just hurt. It was confirmed that she was, momentarily knocked out or incapacitated by that lightning blast. So it's not like she was just hurt, she was actually severely hurt from that attack. But aside from that, I don't think there was much that hurt her. I wouldn't exactly say that the lightning strike on the bridge hurt her, since she literally got back up moments later. Realistically, the two attacks that hurt her were, the biggest lightning strike in the history of lightning, as well as, Ragnarok. It's pretty obvious that attack hurt her, considering it's literally the only thing that can kill her in the MCU. So, I mean, I don't know why he didn't bring up that feat, considering I'm pretty sure getting killed qualifies as getting hurt, but maybe that's just me. But apart from that, the only other comment I disagree with was just the comment about Asgard, where he mentions how it's the size of a continent and therefore it would be, continental level, to perform Ragnarok to kill Hela, implying that her durability kind of scales off Asgard in a sense, making her continental level. I don't agree with this at all. It's stated that Asgard is actually smaller than a continent. It was confirmed to be the size of the United States, which obviously the United States, you have Canada, Mexico, all of that in North America, the North American continent. So obviously it's not continental in size. But more importantly, it was stated as well to be more durable than the Earth. Several times more durable than the Earth. So it's not continental in size, it's actually smaller. And it's not continental in durability, it's actually, planetary plus, or large planetary, in terms of durability. So, that's pretty much the only thing I disagree with. However, he does bring up some pretty good feats, and he is correct by saying that Hela is the more durable one out of the two.
Flip side, Black Adam is way, way faster. What has Hela done? Catch Loki's knife? Yeah, is that about it? Meanwhile, Black Adam is out there operating like Quicksilver and Flash, just freezing everything around him. He's bullet timing, flying around the world in an instant. He's so much faster than Hela. I guess the question really is, though, how can they injure each other?
Oh, Jesus, here we go. Yeah, so I was right going into the video. He would indeed fall for the, the heretic mindset that, cinematics are more impressive than scaling. It really isn't. And it's quite interesting when he brings up, oh, what has Hela done speed-wise? When he literally brings up one of her best speed feats and one of the best speed feats in the MCU. She was capable of catching up to Thor and Loki in the Bifrost. And I've heard a lot of people use, oh, you fight someone in a plane, you're not moving at the same speed as a plane. And whilst that argument certainly is true, the same cannot be said for the Bifrost, as it literally doesn't function like that. It's confirmed by the official Marvel website that it functions as a tractor beam, meaning that it pulls an object towards a destination at a set speed, meaning that Hela undeniably had to be moving faster than it in order to catch up to, Thor and Loki. And the Bifrost, for context, as we saw in Dark World, could traverse galaxies in moments, and it's been calculated to be, a couple times million speed of light. But even if you want to lowball it to the speed of light, it's still probably more impressive than anything, Black Adam's done. Especially since he once again brings up bullet timing as if it's such a impressive speed feat, when realistically even Batman has bullet reacting feats, bullet timing feats, shit like that. So unless he's implying Batman is Black Adam level, I don't know what he's saying, or vice versa, but that shit makes no sense. Yeah, he is visually more impressive, I'm not gonna deny that. He does have cinematics on his side. But cinematics do not equate to you being the more powerful character. I shouldn't have to point that out, but I feel like I'm gonna have to point it out anyway.
How can they put each other down? I mean, obviously they can punch and kick each other and all that, but that's not going to put either of these two down.
Well, I would have to disagree with you there, Mr. Danco, because hacks and abilities and gear are all well and good, but if your AP is like ridiculously ahead of your opponents, like in this video he implies that, you know, Hela is around small planetary, moon, continental on the low ends, and he implies that, you know, the best feat Black Adam has is large building level. So by that logic, a simple bitch slap from Hela would be enough to one-shot Black Adam. Like, it would be a horrendous fight to see, if you could even call it a fight. So I'm afraid I'd have to disagree with you there.
What about Black Adam's lightning and Hela's swords? Well, Black Adam's lightning is just that. Lightning. Super powerful, but nothing new, and nothing Hela hasn't already run into with Thor. I mean, she was struck by the biggest lightning bolt that Thor, the literal god of thunder, had ever made. It was just fine. So bigger and more powerful than this one, and was just fine. I don't think Black Adam is really bringing anything new to the table here.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I don't think Black Adam's lightning is gonna bring anything new to the table. I mean, even, you know, as we saw in that clip, you know, characters like Hawkman and, you know, Dr. Fate and stuff were able to take his lightning. Like, yeah, his lightning is very powerful. It's definitely more powerful than, you know, natural occurring lightning. But comparing it to Thor's lightning is just not comparable. Thor's lightning could shatter the Rainbow Bridge, and for context, it took 10 blows from Mjolnir to destroy it in the first Thor film. And, you know, during the events of Ragnarok in his awakened form, he can essentially do that shit ultra casually. And the fact that, you know, Hela could take those attacks, you know, take lightning from Thor consistently, should make Black Adam's lightning pretty much redundant. Like, it's not gonna do shit to Hela in this fight, let's be honest.
Meanwhile, Hela's got her swords, and not just any kind of swords, magic swords. And you know the one thing that Black Adam has consistently shown that he's weak to? That's right, magic. Whether it's attacks from Dr. Fate, attacks from Sabbac, or even Eternium missiles, magic can consistently injure Black Adam. And it might be a real pain to tag Black Adam. The dude is fast. The Hawkman can do it. I'm betting Hela can too.
I mean, yeah, he's not wrong. Magical attacks do consistently hurt Black Adam. But to say that, you know, just because she has magic, therefore she'd be able to beat him, is kind of vague. What he really should have said is, oh, well, if their magic can hurt him, then Hela's magic should be able to too. But he essentially is just like, oh, you know, any kind of magic is enough to hurt him. Like, I'm pretty sure Harry Potter and, you know, Percy Jackson and shit like that, they ain't pulling up on Black Adam. Like, you can get the fuck out of here with that. But yeah, once again, he brings up the speed. Like, Black Adam is not faster, and he does bring a good point, you know, Hawkman was able to tag him. Hela should 100% be able to do it, especially since Hela has possibly the best speed feat, better than pretty much anything anyone has accomplished in the DCEU, maybe aside from Flash with, you know, his possible immeasurable speed feat when he, you know, turns back time. That's pretty much the only speed feat that comes close to the Bifrost feat. So yeah, she will have no issue tagging Black Adam.
And it might not even do too much damage. Thor was able to take those swords and not instantly die. But he got injured. Betting Hela can injure Black Adam too.
I mean, yeah, Thor wasn't killed by her blades, but they still did a lot of damage to him. I mean, one of her blades was literally the reason why he's missing an eye by the end of Ragnarok. But I don't think it's her blades being weak. I think it's more so just a testament as to how durable Thor is. You gotta keep in mind that he scaled, you know, Thor to moon level small planetary. So if the blades can hurt him, they are definitely hurting the quote-unquote large building level Black Adam. That isn't my scaling, by the way, so don't get triggered. That's literally what he said in the video. But again, these blades could, like, instantly penetrate and kill Scourge. And Scourge, for context, has Uru metal armor. So again, I don't think it's a case of her blades are trash. I just think it's a case of, you know, everyone else is more durable. Like when it comes to Thor, like he was just durable enough to resist those blades. Especially since they pierced right through his armor, but didn't really pierce his skin in his awakened form. So you could argue Thor is, you know, more durable than Uru metal, but I'm not gonna get into that in today's video. You know, this isn't a debate, it's just a reaction. I just think that when you scale someone to large planetary and say that, you know, those blades might not be able to hurt a large building level character, that's pretty weird to say, but I kind of get what he's saying.
And I think that's kind of more than you can say other way around. Only thing that can injure Hela is a giant fireman who can destroy a floating continent in space. And Black Adam isn't that. Might be by the skin of her teeth, but I think Hela is stronger, tougher, and with her swords, she can take Black Adam down. Hela wins.
Okay, so he did give the victory to Hela, which I'm pleased about. I think that given the scaling that he provided in this video, realistically it would be a mismatch. I mean, yeah, he mentioned that like Black Adam's best feat was like large building level, which I disagree with. Realistically, Dr. Fate was struggling to, contain Black Adam. He could completely embarrass Atom Smasher. Cyclone wasn't much to him. There are definitely some good feats for Black Adam, so I just don't get why he'd bring up, the lifting strength feat as if that's his best showing. But then again, he did kind of do the same for Hela, which did lowball her, but, when you get a character to large building level and your opponent to, small planet level, that's kind of a mismatch in my opinion. But anyways, guys, that's all from me for today. This was a pretty good video by Danco. His scaling wasn't awful. Could have definitely been improved. I'd say that on the Hela side of things, maybe an 8 out of 10. He definitely did bring some good feats and scaling for her, although he did massively lowball her speed. And Black Adam, I'd probably say, the other way around. He did a pretty good job at his speed, although he did, pray to the heretic gods by saying, cinematics over scaling, which I do disagree with. He lowballed the fuck out of Black Adam's attack potency, so I'd probably give the Black Adam side of things, like a 5 out of 10. Could have been better, could have been worse, which means that the video's overall score is, a 13 out of 20, or a 6.5 out of 10. Not bad. I've definitely seen worse videos from him. However, he definitely got a few things wrong in this video. But anyways, guys, that's all from me for today. This has been Lewis on the Gaming Rift. Turn on notifications, subscribe if you haven't already, like and comment this video, let me know if you enjoyed the gameplay in the background. I'll probably, stream this game in future, I really like it. Have a nice day, guys, and with that being said, have a nice rest of your day.